grow really good out here. And then he has me out in the horse stalls put we call it a bird's eye sand. It actually has a proper name. It's a bunch of numbers. It's like quarter something, what we call a bird's eye sand. It's basically a real fine pea gravel. And we spread that out around in his horse area, and kind of keeps the horses out of the mud through the winter. So the hydraulics are a little lazy yet. It's actually that chilly. It's just touching in the high 30s this morning at my house. Finally getting enough layer of this stuff that I'm covering up the boulders. Not bouncing me around nearly as bad as it has through the past. Well, we will make a few more passes through there. Rock through here. And then when Ken gets here with the sand, we'll go spread that around. And then after that, we're going to I'm going to bring a couple loads of gravel for the driveway, and we're going to do a little grading on the driveway. So it's going to be kind of a smorgasbord of stuff today. It's going to be kind of a short day, so. Yes, we'll finish this up, and then we'll quit videoing. Had one of my viewers last night talking about how he used to go to work with his dad. Oh, that's roll my blade. With his dad, and that's kind of where he got started running equipment and stuff. And I had a very similar start. My dad logged, and I used to ride around with him on D7, and he ran 977 log loader. And then I used to ride around with him later in the log truck day after day on summer break from school, and I'd get up at 2 o'clock in the morning with him and ride around, and good memories. Got to spend good quality time with my dad. Got to learn stuff, so good part of my life, and I appreciated my viewers sharing that with me. It just kind of brought back memories of my experiences. So I've pretty much had a background in equipment since I can pretty much walk. Well, we'll continue on with the sand and stuff in a little bit. Yeah, clean up this little bit of poop. Get this cleaned up before we put the fresh sand down. Get it away from the stall door. Got me all reminiscent now. I as a kid rode around with Dad and stuff, and went to work with him all the time. And then when Dad started logging out on his own, I ran the dozer, and he did all the falling and everything. And retired, he would work with me and stuff, and I really miss that. We always worked together very well. We always got along real well, and just trailer last time. Did you want to do that again? Just spread it out in the field? Okay. We can do that. Well, not the fastest process with the excavator, but we decided that by the amount of time it would take me to, or him to hook the trailer up, I would pretty well have this scooped up and moved, and I think he's pretty well right. But 4-foot bucket actually holds pretty good volume, so it's not stupid slow. I know my little 26 horse Kubota, this bucket holds more volume than it does. So if I was moving it with a little tractor would be slower than this. So well, we'll let Kimber dump the sand. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this stuff's pretty interesting. Like I say, it's a real fine pea gravel. Here a few years ago, Chris had a bridge, and Ken was coming across with a load of this stuff, and he fell through the bridge. Chris ran to town. We were able to get a pickup back across, and Chris ran to town and got a steel plate, and we put across it, and then we took the bridge out and put a big culvert in its place. So, well, I'm gonna chat with Ken for a minute, and then we'll get to it. Out, save Chris a little shoveling. I'm not going to shovel it out of there. That's the kind of guy I am. There we go. Got himself in the chicken pen out over there, and he's having troubles finding his way out. Got plenty of free food in there, but he seems to want out of there pretty bad. Poor little guy. Oh sure, now Chris shovels that out of there now that I've got it all cleaned up. Every year, this would be a pretty good garden area. Time you watched a video dedicated to push and poop? out there in the corner for you to shovel around the upper side? No? Okay. Got a little heavy on that spread. We just got him generally kind of wants to hang up in the bed, so set the chains pretty loose and got a lot of rock in one short distance. I'm going to try and carry it out as far as I can. This makes me nervous. That is a long ways down into that creek. This is where we pulled the bridge out a few years ago and put a culvert in. Upset about that he had done this. I have to say, Ken, as far as spread and gravel, is probably one of the best I have ever worked with. He hasn't driven this truck very much, though. He's always driven the old one. Still trying to learn the new truck, which they've had a couple years, but boys have been running it. It'll film you this time and make you look good this time.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what jinxed me.
That's what jinxed you the last time I was filming you.
So, I don't know. I think I'm going to set it at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That looks...
Any tighter than that?
No, I think it'll hang up any tighter than that, but...
So I could eyeball and look at that one because that's a lot closer to the other truck.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think he was 7. Still hanging out, which had it pretty open, but like I say, this stuff normally hangs up, so we have to run it wide, but that load was pretty dry, so it would have been fine.
You had dust coming off when it was
I had dust, so
it came out really good.
Yeah,
too good.
Now your 1% of driving time in this, remember, with the, I don't know if you've ever had it happen, but on a hill like this, if you get the bed very high, it'll take it away from you, and then you're pop a wheelie.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you're on a corner, so exactly. I am filming, so Ken wants to slap me. Man, I hate that edge. I think he'll be far enough up before it like I say, the kids have driven this truck a lot more than Ken has. Perfect. Perfect. That's what it's supposed to look like. Should have kept going. There's not hardly anything left in there. Somebody asked me yesterday if I just leave the blade in a constant spot or if I'm moving it up and down. Well, figured I'd do a little video to show how much, which I've done it the other day too, but how busy my hand is working the blade lever. You're constantly making corrections on the blade. Ken did a good job spreading on the second load. The first one, we had a little, we had the chain set a little loose, and that kind of got a little thick. We fixed it. lot of quick transitions in it. A lot of quick grade changes. Very slow. I am right on the edge here. Check where I'm at. Done for today. Kind of a short day. Actually gonna go get home and eat lunch with my wife today. So that's got his driveway smoothed up. Nobody fell off in the creek. We don't have a bridge anymore for Ken to fall through, so that kills some excitement. That would have been a good video. So, well, everyone, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one.